time riding the e-bike since breaking my leg. First time riding a bike in general since breaking my leg. So here we go. This is the Jetson Pro. Haven't ridden this for quite a while. At least 1 or 2 years. I was in a fever dream of riding electric unicycles. And then what happened? Broke my leg. Pedestrian walked into the bike lane. At the last minute, I hit the pedestrian and I went flying, broke my right fibula. So right now, this is the 8-week mark, so I can do 50% weight bearing on that foot. So 50-50, which is like just standing. I'm able to hobble walk in the house without my air boot cast. Whenever I go outside, I actually have to wear my air boot. So I'm pedaling right now, just getting some exercise on the Jetson Pro, and it's actually decent because I don't have much dorsiflexion on my ankle. So dorsiflexion is when you're standing up and you try and like bend forward like the Michael Jackson lean, so you're leaning forward at the ankle. I can't do that past 90 degrees on my right leg. So when you're walking, that makes it difficult because you actually have to bend your ankle when you walk forward. Now, what's this guy doing? He's like driving in the middle. Yeah, so when I walk forward, my leg is stiff just like I'm in a ski boot on my right leg. So I hobble because I can't bend it. So it's nice to get some exercise actually. Let's go down here. Let's go. Adjust my nerves. You can see. Yeah, so I was riding electric unicycles for 2 years. And then I had multiple crashes, each time. I had 3 different unicycles. First started off with the Motion V10F, learned on that. Then moved to an OG Sherman version 3. And then lastly was the Sherman S suspension wheel. And on each of them, I had a handful of crashes. It's all part of the learning process. Inexperience, trying new techniques, also things that are out of your control, not paying attention as well. My most serious crash before my recent one was when I hit a curb of all things in Granville Island because I was paying too much attention to the car passing me behind. So I dislocated my left finger. And the second injury after that was on the OG Sherman, was when I was looking down at the ground at my speed when I shouldn't have been, looking at my pedal placement, my feet, looked up and I was heading to the grass. Rolled, hit my shoulder, couldn't lift my arm for 2 or 3 weeks. But my most serious injury was on the Sherman S, where I was on the seawall in the bike lane. It was dark in a corner by Canada Place. I saw a couple figures standing near the bike lane. They weren't moving. And the last minute, as I'm passing by, they walked right into the bike lane, so I hit them. I crashed into them and somehow landed awkwardly on my right ankle, got rolled, broke the fibula. Yeah, so I broke my right fibula at the 8-week mark now. So the first 6 weeks is no weight bearing. You gotta be very careful here of pedestrians. Don't trust them. I'm usually a defensive driver. The wrong place at the wrong time. I was only going 10 to 15 kilometers per hour when I hit them. But I was fully geared up. I just didn't have any motocross boots. That's the only thing I didn't have in my arsenal of gear. I was thinking about getting motocross boots, but it was too late. So it's a bit chilly today and windy. Yeah, so I'm actually able to pedal because I don't have to do any doors reflection. It's chilly today. Be careful here, there's pedestrians and there's a person with headphones on. Let's see if we can pass them. Watch out for those crazy cyclists. Watch out for pedestrians that are walking on the wrong lane, on the wrong side, going side by side, because you never know. I don't know what this guy's doing. Chilly. I should pull up my coat when we get over here. Let's pull up my coat. It's chilly. I don't trust you. That's the thing, when you're riding during the day, any pedestrian is a danger. On the side of the sidewalk. Don't walk in the middle and then cause me to crash. That's what pisses me off. I've already had an accident because of a stupid pedestrian. I don't trust any of them. I never have. 생각해봐. 别让你 You're ringing my bell often. That was my main weakness, was not ringing it enough. Watch out, this person has headphones. Get my horn ready. I don't trust anybody. Thank you. Use my horn often, or my bell often. That's the thing, pedestrians. Cannot trust them. My main weakness that I learned when I was around pedestrians was I didn't slow down enough and brake, because you have to anticipate that they're going to walk out in front of you at any moment. This guy here on his phone and on headphones. You basically have to treat pedestrians like they can't hear you or see you. So you got to be ready to stop immediately or swerve out of the way. My main issue was I was too polite, so I wouldn't ring the bell. And I'd go around them, and then they just dart out at the last minute. So what I've learned is slow down, have your hand on the brake, warn them early. If they don't make any motion or hear you, be even louder. Trusting. don't know how the audio is, because I don't usually talk when I have the 360 camera. I used to use this 360 camera. I purposely bought it for my electric unicycle, but I've since sold it, since I didn't want to get more injured. You know, being MIA for 3 months, not being able to drive when you have kids. It's crazy. Please ring a valid case. I'm going to walk on the wrong side. Turn it up. Doing pedal assist the whole way. I'm not doing throttle only. Throttle only is cheating. Just watch for potholes. I don't want to hit any potholes because we don't have suspension.
这个东西给你一下。哦，那能玩那个吗？
Let's see, how is it going? Not bad. Let's go. Before it gets too dark. Captain Morgan. biking again. And the Jetson is perfect because you're not riding too fast. You do pedal assist. Nice and compact, so you can bring it into stores. You can get about 25-30 kilometers of range if you're just doing pedal assist. You get about half that if you're doing throttle only. I've never done throttle only on this because it's cheating. It just feels odd. And you only get like 10 to 15 kilometers of range. It's like you have pedals, you might as well just pedal anyway. And you're not pedaling very hard. The only time you pedal hard is when you have to go uphill. Because it's only single gear. That's the only thing I wish the Jetson could have an upgrade. Is if you have multiple speeds. 5-speed would be nice to help you on the hills. It's hard to find a 14-inch wheel or 16-inch wheel e-bike that has a decent battery and multiple gears. You can find some 14-inch e-bikes which have a pretty large battery, 10 amp hour or 15 amp hour, but they're still single gear. Like 14-inch wheel is fine for a compact ride. It's not the most cushy ride. It's a little sketchy. But if you want the smallest size, like look at Bromptons. Those are tiny wheels and they have multiple gears, right? Just imagine having that with an e-bike. You know, you can do your get your exercise and then also have pedal assist. Why not? The best of both worlds in a small package. I don't know of any e-bikes in a 14 to 16 diameter wheel range that have multiple gears. They're all single gear bikes. There's not many in general. The ones that you get are the cheap Temu and AliExpress ones. You know, the 14 inchers with all these weird knockoff brands. And some of them have really fast motors, so you don't even have to pedal because you run out of pedal travel. You're just like spinning your freewheeling. You run out of gears. So if you had multiple gears, then you could keep up with the motor, and you can also help it climb hills. Because this is not fun on hills. A single gear drive bike is not fun. You have to climb, 28 to 30% grade. It's exhausting. So we'll go down, go around the neighborhood after here. I've been looking at some upgrades for the Jetson because I have my big Volt Bike Bravo, which is too big, and I have the really small Jetson, something in between. So I was looking at other 14 to 16 inch bikes, but they'd be more like mopeds because you're not really going to be doing any biking. So it's not really an upgrade, it's more of a side view really. And then I was looking at something like a 20-inch diameter wheel folding e-bike, but it was very similar to what I already had, which I sold, which is the electric XP 2.0 step through. I had one of those for my wife, and it has a 10 amp hour battery, which is kind of small because the fat tires eat up range. The knobbies they don't have good rolling resistance and they're heavier. So you'd only get maybe 35 kilometers of pedal assist. And the main thing, which was the deal breaker for me, was the pedal geometry. So where the pedals and the crank were, they were too rearwards. So the pedal crank was too close to the seat. It was too far back. It should have been more forward. Since it's a folding e-bike, where the hinge is, the folding mechanism, they can't have the crank too far forward like a normal bike. So it's more rearwards, and it's kind of like underneath your seat is what it feels like. So this it makes it feel like you're using a unicycle, where instead of pedaling and pushing your weight kind of like forward and down, you're just pushing it straight down. So when you're pedaling straight down, it's a lot more cramped because the crank is too close to you. It's right below your seat. So your knees and your thighs are really cramped. So you're doing an odd angle to push off. So you get tired a lot faster. Yeah, so I would go riding for only 30 kilometers or so, and oh man, my knees and my thighs were sore for like 2 or 3 days, and I wasn't out of shape either. It was just a strain. When I switched to my Volt bike, which I never get that strain at all, like ever. So it was inherent to the bike geometry, because when you look at a bike, it's kind of a triangle. You have a triangle between the pedals to the seat and then to your handlebars. It has to be a good distance. If you have bad geometry, it's not efficient. So like any other pedal bike I had did not have such a weird geometry like the electric XP. But then there were so many people with good reviews. But the key is they weren't pedaling very much. They're usually older people, seniors, which are using throttle only. So, oh yeah, it's fantastic, but you're not even pedaling. So, they're using it more like a moped. So, yeah, that's why I sold electric XP. The other reason I sold it was, 2 other reasons. My wife wasn't using it. Actually, a couple of reasons. My wife wasn't using it. The folding mechanism was very awkward. It's a heavy bike. It's like 70 pounds. So putting that in the back of a car, like they make it seem so easy, it's like folding a big accordion, like a big metal accordion, and then lifting that into a bike, into the back of a car, or and storing it like that too was annoying. To like open and close it each time. Here, because you have some little headphones. And then the last reason I sold it was the pedal assist. It had 5 levels of pedal assist, but it would immediately boost you forward in the lowest pedal assist. Like you pedal just a little bit and it launches you forward at like 15 kilometers an hour. If you want something more gradual, right? Thanks for stopping it. Let's see. That's why I have a bike holder. so from now on, I'm going to be using my horn a lot more. I'm not going to be so polite. I had my horn mostly for cars, but when there's people that are being dangerous, like pedestrians, cyclists, I will use my horn. I'm tired of people just like being idiots, putting myself at risk because of other people not paying attention. So yeah, see this is the Telus boot. They're gonna demolish that back half of it, and it's gonna turn into towers. So see these two towers, the wall center towers on the left. The new towers are gonna be twice the size of those, but twice the size. That's crazy. Let's make sure we don't get run over. So what I like to do is I like to turn my helmet light on, but then I'm gonna make the footage washed out. Let's see, let's go this way. Go around the neighborhood. It out over here actually. We'll go around. Okay, let's see. So if I turn my light on, how bright does it get? That's going to make it washed out. I don't want to do that. Push this back a little bit. See if that helps. You idiot. George McLean Park. Yeah, it's a lot colder than I was expecting. I didn't even wear shorts. I just have a t-shirt underneath my windbreaker. Around the back way. 그전에는 3년은 If I turn on this light, I don't know how bright it's going to get. Because I feel naked when I don't have my top light on. Let's just stop here for a sec. If I don't have my top light, it just feels odd. Let's see, how is that? Shoot it more forward. Yeah, it shouldn't get in the way. I need more lights. The main thing for me is having more lights. Throw those slow freaking plane signs around. Driving around the neighborhood. Let's go around Joyce Station. Yeah, this is what I mean. I like to have my helmet light on because wherever I look, it gets lit up. That was going way too fast. You gotta watch out here. People turning. You cannot trust anybody. So let's see. So we're going. Are they gonna cut me off? You never know. Stare them down because you don't know what they're gonna do. So that's why I have my helmet light on. Because wherever I look, if I look at them, the bright light flashing at their face. for dinner? I just had turkey stuffing. That's all I had. A box of stuffing for dinner. I just had stuffing in the cupboard. I was lazy to cook. So I just cooked up a box of stuffing. That's all I had for dinner. It's hilarious. Okay, so we got full lights on now. It's better to be annoying than to be dead is my motto. Yeah, that guy's lit up pretty well. Looks like 2 people on an e-scooter. Super great pizza in a long time. Let's drive by there and see what they have. Super great pizza was one of my guilty pleasures. It's not the best pizza, but it's a certain style. It's a very thick, doughy, cheesy style. If you get it fresh, you get the bacon one, oh, it's so good. When you put ranch on it, it's so good. Now let's see, which way am I going? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Let's stare this guy down, because we don't know what he's gonna do. Oh, you know what? I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go through Joy Station. Oh wow, let's just wait for it. Oh, they have movies. That's pretty cool. That's neat. Huh. I'm gonna go around and take a picture of that. That's neat. Good.
Feel the chi inside you. Let it flow.
Congratulations on it.
Okay, so that's what I do is I have 2 lights on. 2 lights on, so wherever you look, you get light. You flash someone, you look at them, you immediately usually stop in their tracks because it's like a car, right? You want to get their attention. Let's see, can I make this light? Let's try. 5, 4. Let's go, get some power. Yes. Jetson did it. camera because I don't want to flash the lens going back this way. Let's keep going. So we're almost at our destination, which is super great pizza. What we'll do is we'll look in the window and see how the slices look, because we want to get the fresh ones. Not even looking where you're going. See, that's why you need a loud horn. Let's see what they have for pizza. Excuse me, sorry, behind you. Thank you.
What boss? Which one?
Hello. Hi, can I get one bacon? And one of this one here. Yep.
Drink as well with the pizza? No.
No, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Sure, it's gonna be $7.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, boss. Okay, boss. All right. Go.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you? Is that spicy chicken?
Good, good. Yourself?
Yeah, that's fresh.
Yeah.
How long ago did the cheese pizza come out?
Fresh to the fridge. Yeah. How about a spicy chicken plate?
Sure, can I get a cheese, please?
I don't want that one. I want the cheesiest of cheesiest. Is he gonna come back? Actually, can I get another cheese
She's like, no, you're not. You're not.
right?
You're not going to dog.
Together. Thank you.
No.
Excuse me. Thank you.
No worries. Huh. So that was a super great pizza. Super great pizza. So 2 slices and a pop used to be $5. Now it's 2 slices only for $7. You know, inflation, right? But that was, those slices were fresh. You always go for the freshest looking slice. No matter what flavor it is, just go for that one. So what I got was one of my favorites is either the, you get the bacon crumble. That one was really good. That was really heavy. And then the other one was some veggie. It's like, okay, that looked like he just tossed the pizza literally on top of all the old slices, which is actually perfect because what they'll often do is they'll take out a new pizza and then put the old slices on top, right? And then you get stuck with the old slices. You don't want the old slices. So like, there was a couple of girls in front of me, they had some attitude. And they said, no, I don't want that slice, I want that one. That's what I should do. Because you want the fresh slice, right? You're paying for it, so it might as well. You might as well get what you're paying for. Because, you know, you don't want to get an old looking slice. You can't, you know, rip You can't really rescue an old slice. If you get a fresh slice and then they heat it up a little bit, it's just as if it's like fresh. Or if it's so fresh that you don't have to heat it up, it's perfect. So let's take this street here because it's a little less steep than the other street. Where do we want to ride right now? Want to go back home or keep riding? battery on my 360 camera is running lower. So I came here to this roti walla. The reviews were 4.9, I think, or 4.8 out of 5 stars on Google. It wasn't that great. It was okay. That's the thing. When you see some of these restaurants and you see the reviews, I think they're a lot of they're done by the employees or the family, because it's overwhelmingly positive, like overwhelmingly so. Let's see, what neighborhood can I ride around here? Oh, I don't know. Let's probably head back before it gets too late. Yeah, like it's overwhelmingly positive. It's chilly. So like I was saying, the reviews, and not to be racist, but I've noticed a trend. If it's an Indian place or Southeast Asian / Indian, you know, whatever, and it has high reviews, you look at who's reviewing it, it's all Indian people. And it's, you know, Indian restaurants, it's Fresh Slice, which is run by Indian. And like Fresh Slice here, it's horrible pizza. It's like cardboard. It's the cheapest pizza that you can get. And then it has like 4.9 on Google reviews. It's ridiculous. There's no way it's 4.9. Then you look at all the reviews by the people that are leaving their reviews. They're all Indian. So they're either like relatives, friends, whatnot, employees, because it's way too positive. There's no way Fresh Slice deserves 4.9 on Google reviews. So like I was saying, that place back there, that was an Indian place. There's also another place called Indian Burger Joint. And it's super pricey. It's like a plant-based burger is like $15 with no fries. And then I was like, I saw the prices for where it is. And then the reviews were also overwhelmingly positive. It's ridiculous. So that Indian place I went to over there, whereas Bangladesh, it was just basically roti. It's like wrap, you know, like the bread, flatbread, with like a beef kind of curry, which is kind of like a beef rendang, like Norwegian rendang. And it was not like 4.9 worthy. It was like 3.5 at best. Would I go back? Probably not. They didn't have a lot of items. I went there during lunch, and then like the lunch combos weren't available. Yeah, riding this Jetson around the neighborhood is fun. Okay. Ooh, it's chilly. Ooh.